Hello visuals and welcome back channel and welcome back to Pokémon Thursday, the day of the week where we talk about Blue's Clues. Haha, it's a joke. Talk about Pokemon on Pokémon Thursday. It's something I do at the start of every Pokémon Thursday where I pretend to say we're going to talk about someone else because like the one or two people that enjoy Pokémon Thursday, I imagine they either get very annoyed of it or they get like a little kick to see what's I'm going to say this week. And I always forget that, you know, in case anybody new, we welcome anybody new to the channel, they'll be like, what the fuck is he going on about? He's a cunt. That's right, I know, algorithm and Pokemon and YouTube's like, for kids, it's for kids, you're saying cunt. Cunt. I think you get a maximum of 14 swear words per YouTube video. Cunt. And that'd be the soft ones, you know, the poos and the shits and the wankers. We're cunt. So we're exceeded that. Now YouTube hates us, so we're all right now. But visuals, it's Pokemon Thursday, and we're in spooky season. This actual video will be out like, I don't know, 2 weeks before Halloween actually hits. But regardless, the whole month is spooky season. October, Halloween, amazing. Fucking love October. The dark nights are coming in. The leaves are turning brown. Which is about. But visuals, it's an amazing month. And what comes with the spooky shenanigans of this amazing month? It's ghosts. And what do we like about ghosts? They're a type inside Pokemon. I thought that was all going to band together a lot smoother. It's actually quite shit. Basically, the whole point of this video is, oh, it's nearly Halloween. I've never done this for this type, but maybe we should do one of these, I don't know, once a month or whatever, or once every couple of weeks, and we'll do my 10 favourite Pokemon of a certain type. But I thought, let's do my 10 favourite types of I started that bit wrong. My 10 favourite Pokemon ghost type. My 10 favourite ghost type Pokemon. That's what I wanted to say, and that's what I couldn't say, but visuals. Let's take a look at my 10 favourite ghost type Pokemon. We're not going to worry about secondary typings and whatnot, or if the ghost is the secondary typing. As long as they're in the ghost category, we're going to, they have the chance to be on the list. But let me know yours, and let you know what you think of my list in the comments below. Doesn't have to be for any particular reason. You could be the style, a Pokemon that means a lot to you. They're really strong, they're a legendary, whatever it may be. But visuals, here we go. My 10 favourite ghost type Pokemon. Kicking us off at number 10 is Trevenant. Trevenant is the ultimate ghost type Pokemon, if that makes sense, in terms of haunted, scary, weird ass looking trees are like synonymous with, you know, scary stories or old scary films or kids cartoons or whatever. They're always been like a scary looking tree that's alive, and I've always enjoyed that aspect, and I think it's a really good design for a Pokemon. It's something I always say on Pokemon Thursday quite a lot. A very Pokemon-y Pokemon. You know, there's some Pokemon that, I don't know, for me it would be Klefki, or maybe someone like God of War. To me, they don't look like Pokemon-y Pokemon, whereas like a Rhydon, Charizard, Infernape, they to me look like Pokemon-y Pokemon. And I think Trevenant falls into that category for me as well. Not only that, it's a grass type, and I love my grass types, but Trevenant is my 10th favourite ghost type Pokemon. Number 9 is a legendary and one that I just fell in love with straight away. Where you could have the choice. You could have had Solgaleo, or you could have had Lunala. Yes, I went for the ghost type, the psychic and ghost type. Lunala from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Well, more Moon, obviously. But I love Solgaleo, but you know, ghost type pal, so you can't be part of this list. But I prefer the two anyway. Prefer Lunala out the two anyway. And there's a cool little story, you know, from Cosmo into Lunala. And I enjoyed everything about it. I love nighttime so much more than daytime. I love the whole night sky and this big bright moon and this big ghostly psychic bat coming down. I think it all works perfectly. I love Lunala. Number 9. Next on the list, it is Rotom, purely because it takes a very child-friendly and a very happy side of possessions, which are a freaky, horrible, disgusting, minging thing to even consider or look at or whatever. But it takes the fun side of it by taking over like the TV or the washing machine or the toaster. Is it no the fan? No, it's not toaster one. Whatever, or the fan, and it does like the whole possession thing. Like our first introduction with Rotom, I absolutely adored. It was in the TV, and you're thinking, okay, what's this? It felt like a legendary, but obviously we know it's not a legendary. If you go into, I don't know, like the Sword and Shield, and you go to a thingy next to the water, there's jags them at a certain time. So it's not like a legendary thing, but it felt unique, and it felt amazing, and it felt super, super, super ghostly in terms of it's like a Casper the Friendly Ghost sort of vibe. You know, it's a friendly little ghost. But I possess this, and look at me, I'm a fan. Oh, I'm a lawnmower. So I absolutely adore it. I think it's a great design. Again, another Pokemon, and I love it even more now that it's, you know, it's part of our Rotom decks and it's our bicycle and whatnot. Friggin' love Rotom. Alolan Marowak, purely because I've always loved Marowak. Marowak's an OG, but you've taken his bone, you've chucked some flames at the end, you've given him a much darker purplier tone. In fact, shiny, we'll go shiny, fuck it. Shiny Alolan Marowak, because why not? Even though the normal regular one's just as cool, but we're just going to go for shiny. It looks super duper amazing. And it's a fun little concept, of fun design. There's always been an element of death and all sorts and skulls and that surrounding Marowak, Cubone and Marowak anyway. But to really implement it and have the whole ghost type in, because, you know, the Cubone's wearing the skull of its dead mother and, you know, it evolves into it and whatnot. Now is this Cubone evolved into a Marowak and it's carrying the spirit of its dead mother and taking it on with. There's a nice little story there. There's a nice little full circle roundabout with Marowak's Pokemon lifespan all wrapped into one. Dog's kicking off somebody. Freaked me out a little bit, not gonna lie, especially when I'm talking about ghosts, even though they're Pokemon ghosts. But a lot of Marowak. Dragapult. This is a nice, simple, amazing one. It looks amazing. I fucking love Dragapult. I love the whole weird, it's shaped on that sort of plane thing. Are you okay, doggy? Are we gonna get possessed? Oh, he's running upstairs as well. I don't say that. If you're scared, I'm gonna be scared. You're supposed to be the big hard dog with the big head and the teeth. But Dragapult, fucking amazing. We may die. Or is it the word Dragapult? Dragapult. No. Ghost. Okay, so I thought maybe he was getting some PTSD from the war. I don't know why you get PTSD from Dragapult. No, he's still kicking off. It's somebody probably walking past. Why am I keeping this in the video? Dragapult just looks amazing. Next up, it's Marshadow, another Pokemon I instantaneously fell in love with, especially when you add the whole fighting element to it and whatnot, and he turns that crazy colour with the green and shit. He looks amazing. I loved him in the film. Pokemon, the power, no, what was the film? I can't remember what it's called now. And he's the one that he wants to get Ho-Oh's Rainbow Wing and do all the nasty shenanigans. He makes the whole thing between Pikachu and Ash and they fall out and whatnot. The way he invades Ash's mind and shit. I just think it's such a cool, unique design for a mythical Pokemon. The type-up's absolutely cool as fuck. The colour scheme's amazing. Even when he's just his regular black form with like his little candly looking eyes. So amazing. Marshadow had to make the list. You, a Pokemon that when it came out, instantly the world fell in love with. Well, the world of Pokemon fans fell in love with. Mimikyu's such a great concept. Plus, it still holds the ultimate mystery of what's truly underneath the Pikachu disguise. It's a sad, horrible and lonely story that we get with Mimikyu anyway, with it being it wants to dress up as Pikachu because it just wants to be loved and recognised and get some attention. So it thinks, oh, everyone loves Pikachu. I'll dress like a Pikachu. And then when it actually sees Pikachu, how quickly it turns itself on, and it's like, not in a weird way, you freaks, but you know, like, it's like, oh, fuck you, I hate you, Pikachu. Remember Team Rocket fairly and squarely beat Ash with Mimikyu, and he was using Pikachu and stuff. And it's a lovely little story. I liked it in Sun and Moon when you first interact with it and whatnot, and, you know, you're going around the supermarket and shit, and it all looks awesome and badass, and fucking love Mimikyu. It's great. A lot of people have cool Mimikyu tattoos. I like to draw Mimikyu. And it's just a ghosty Pikachu that's not a Pikachu. And the fact that it's a ghost type doing a whole Halloween costume thing, the whole thing's just... Stop. It is basically, some people have theorised, Satan himself. Giratina in any form you want. I don't care. You can have him with his little leggies. You can have him with his little snaky snake. Whatever Giratina you want. He is amazing. One of the best legendaries to ever come. Anything he's involved with. Beautiful, the films, stuff with the games, whatever. I fucking love him. He's a big dragony ghost boy. What is else there to say? He looks fantastic. He's super powerful. The typings are absolutely great. He's a great legendary. He's a great design. He is another ultimate Pokemon-y Pokemon. Absolutely beautiful. Number 2 is quite a hard one because I will all admit I am so naturally biased to this Pokemon anyway. But it's Decidueye has made it in number 2. He's so close to being number 1, but we'll talk about number 1 when we get there. But Decidueye, what better thing is there than this big, beautiful starter Pokemon that's an archery owl just chilling in the woods, being like all ninja and stuff, and then coming. It's so fucking amazing. Of course, we'll have to say the Alolan version because it's fighting the other way around in the Hisuian region. But this is cool because I think as well he was designed on an owl that's either gone extinct or is very nearly extinct. And to add that ghost element inside of it's amazing. When I first saw Rowlet, I would have put everything I own on a bet with somebody that he would not turn into a ghost type. And I went and did it, and it looked fucking amazing. Because it's not just ghosts in terms of scary and spooky. To me, I interpret it in a way that it's to do with living in the shadows and being stealthy like a ninja and hiding, coming out of nowhere and terrifying its enemies and whatnot. Being this big predator that owls are, because they are badass predators, and causing loads of their prey to turn into ghosts, if you will. So amazing design, amazing Pokemon, amazing type ups. Fucking adore the Pokemon so much. Decidueye's number 2. That means Gengar is number 1, the OGest of OG ghost type Pokemon. He is the ultimate Pokemon. I see him, Haunter and Ghastly as the uncles of Casper the Friendly Ghost. If you've got Rotom being all happy and way, these 3 are doing pranks and being silly and mischievous. Even if you look at Ash's Ash's current Gengar in Pokemon Journeys, he's all mischievous and naughty. Like what I'd expect a ghost to be, being like, hey, listen, I can go through walls, I can do loads of creepy shit, let's do it. And everybody has always fell in love with Gengar and always had some sort of soft spot for Gengar in their heart. I'd be willing to say there will be little to no Pokemon fans out there that don't love Gengar, or at least like Gengar. He's again, the type in itself, yeah, the poison element doesn't really massively. Well, I get it as well because you could say poison because ectoplasm and ghosts and whatnot. But the poison, I know it can poison our mind, it can poison our souls, it can poison our bodies, and take over and possess us because it's a ghost and poison our body. I get why you get the poison type, but it's just a ghost aspect. He looks like a beautiful ghost. I have a great picture that I doodled. No, I didn't come up with the idea, but where he sat playing a 3DS. It's a picture I saw online and just did it myself, and I fucking love it. From his Mega Evolution to his Big Boy Dynamax form, absolutely fucking Gigantamax, whichever fucking way it is, I forgot now. He just looks absolutely amazing. He's always been great. Shiny form's a little bit meh because it is meh. It's just not. There's not much difference. But Shiny Mega Gengar, on the other hand, wow, that's a proper ghostly white. Always looks great. Well, that's why it's one of the reasons why I don't know if you can see it. Why I is there. He's chilling down the bottom. One of the reasons why I had to get him tattooed. He's so fucking amazing. He's so cool. Such a badass Pokemon. Super duper useful as well. I love using him in games. So Gengar, you badass motherfucker, are my favourite ghost type Pokemon of all time. And it must be saying something. Because even though I prefer Decidueye as a Pokemon, I don't know if this contradicts itself. I had to just choose a Pokemon with Decidueye, but more because of like the grass and the starter and everything. But because I'm purely going to ghost typings, Gengar, you are my favourite ghost type Pokemon of all time. There we have it, visuals. That was my 10 favourite ghost type Pokemon of all time. I look like I've got some sort of weird tan. I think it's the orange dye that we use at work. I maybe haven't quite washed it off. I don't think. But visuals, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know your favourite ghost type Pokemon in the comments below. I can't wait to just sit up and chill and get all cozy in bed and watch. I love watching Christmas stuff where it'd be like Treehouse of Horror shit or the South Park shit or whatever scary ass mental things. I'm currently in the middle of doing my Scream marathon. I always love to do a Scream marathon inside of Halloween. Even though it's not really out to do with Halloween, but hey yo. But visuals regardless. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what everyone let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching again. Remember to keep being you and keep on keeping on.